Relationship between superstar Michael and his brothers. The fans began to complain then about high ticket prices, $40 for one of the Canadian concerts. And then there's the curious, reclusive figure of Michael Jackson himself. It was against this backdrop that Josh Freed looked at how Montreal prepared for the Victory Tour.
Yes, who speaks? Big Al, this is Donald K., friendly neighborhood concert promoter. Just wanted to give you a Jackson's update that you can carry forward diligently to your listeners to let people know in the city of Montreal the exact status of the mega concert of the century.
As the mega concert hit town, so did the mega hype and secrecy that surround it. Jackson's handlers even told Montreal photographers what pictures they could take of the Olympic Stadium. The world of Michael Jackson is a twilight zone of fantasy, secrecy, and paranoia. Jackson is a recluse, sealed off from the world by a mobile cocoon of managers, security guards, and PR men whose only job is to keep people away. Close to 300 people travel in Jackson's entourage, and many of them have never even seen Jackson anywhere but on stage. The only real information about Jackson originates with gossip columnists who trail him. The Gazette's Tommy Schnurmacher was first to track down Michael in Montreal. You claim that Jackson is going to stay in that hotel, don't you?
I don't claim the Jacksons are going to stay in that hotel. Michael Jackson is in that hotel now, even as we speak, on the 25th floor, which is why they did not want us to film this inside the lobby of this hotel.
The hotel denies it.
Well, naturally, they were told to deny it. I mean, if you were to call up and say, "Excuse me, may I speak to Michael Jackson?" What do they say? "One moment, please."
Good gossips make a point of having the trivial details that Jackson fans crave.
He has his own private chef who serves him vegetarian food. He does not go to parties, of course, because it would be mob, number one. Number two, doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs, and he's not romantically involved with anyone.
Jackson watchers say that behind the mystique is a young idealist, a devout Jehovah's Witness who is turning all of his profits from this tour over to cancer research. But they also say that Jackson is a frightened young man, more comfortable in the make-believe world of the stage than in the real world.
He talks to mannequins. He has a room filled with mannequins. His friends that he lives with are a boa constrictor, a llama, sheep, deer, cockatoos. He really is living some sort of Jungle Book fantasy.
Mark Bigot has sold 3 million books about Jackson and followed him for months, but he's never met him.
He is the 1980s embodiment of Peter Pan. I think Michael is the little boy who does not want to grow up. And with the kind of income that he has, he doesn't have to grow up.
Concert night, and the magic starts. Even the street musicians are playing Michael's song as 60,000 Montreal fans make their way towards Olympic Stadium. It takes only a glance at the arriving crowd to understand the key to Jackson's success. While he still has the loyalty of many young blacks who were his first fans, Jackson has also crossed over to a new and more lucrative market, the white middle class. As in earlier concerts, those who pack the Jackson performance make it look more like a church social than a rock concert. What are the flowers for?
Michael Jackson.
How are you going to get them to him?
Throw 'em. Hard. I'm her grandmother.
And you've come to the same rock concert.
Yes, I did.
And you're the mother.
Yes, I am.
And you also like Michael Jackson.
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, I think he presents a nice image to our children because of his habits, that he doesn't drink, then he doesn't smoke, and he takes care of his body, the things that he eats.
I like him for what he stands for. We need goody-goody two-shoes nowadays, I guess. There's so much corruption in this world. I guess he stands for all that's right.
What do they get for their $40? A huge musical version of Star Wars, featuring laser beams and starring Peter Pan. Jackson handlers were in tight control of the concert and permitted only 2 of the songs to be filmed. But if you'd been sitting in the VIP section, you probably wouldn't have had a better view than this. Most of the crowd didn't see or hear anywhere near this well, because the giant video screen at the stadium was broken for half the show, and the sound quality was distorted. Still, Jackson himself gave it everything he had, and most of his die-hard fans were delighted.
Oh my God, fantastic. Oh.
And I came here from Phoenix, Arizona to see the concert, and it was fantastic.
$50, $100 was worth it.
Thank you. How was the show?
Terrible, absolutely terrible. You can't hear a thing.
Why?
The sound is very distorted, too crowded. It's terrible.
What did we get? It looked like a bunch of amateurs auditioning in a nightclub.
When the concert came to a close, only one thing seemed sure. No matter what your opinion of the Michael Jackson show, in years to come you were likely to boast, I was there. At Olympic Stadium in Montreal, this is Josh Freed for The Journal.